Anthony Gordon, his second England goal this evening. Here he is with Gabriel.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're off to a World Cup. Well, England are off to a World Cup. How do you sum up tonight in the qualifying campaign overall?
I think it's been top from start to finish. The manager said that in the change room we haven't conceded a goal. I think every performance, the commitment to the camps, just the vibe, the attitude, everyone's give everything, and I think you see that on the pitch.
What have England found, especially in the last couple of camps?
I think it's that togetherness. You can see it on the pitch. We're fighting, we're giving absolutely everything for each other, which can be difficult in an international environment because lads are coming from everywhere. We don't see each other very often, and I think the manager and the staff have really homed in on creating that, and it's paid off.
And how important is this system there, and sticking with a relatively consistent team? That must feel good.
Yeah, I think it feels good because it gives the lads some chemistry and some familiarity with each other. We know sort of what each other's going to do when we get the ball, and I think that obviously always helps, especially attacking wise.
Is there a better striker out there in world football than Harry Kane?
Certainly not right now. I think the goals he scored, and he can score from anywhere. I think his goal today with his left foot, like, you don't even think it's a shot that's on, and the next minute it's in the bottom corner. He's world class, like I said the other day, and we press her.
But you started it. How pleasing was that goal?
Yeah, good. I should have scored the other day at Wembley, so I've been practising particularly on that exact finish and training, so I want to thank Dean Henderson for taking the time to be in goal for me. Practice makes perfect.
Having managed in England before gets our sense of humour up to a point that the fans are going to have a bit of fun with it.
At the same time, away fans are a lot different to home fans. Yeah. The away fans, they're going out, they're going to support you, whatever, so he's lucky he's got the away fans there.
When you look at the England squad, defensively, certainly centre-halves pretty much pick themselves. There's quite a lot to discuss with fullbacks. Could they just do with a little bit more embroidering in the attacking positions where the games are likely to be won in America? So I'm thinking, if you're Bellingham, if you're Foden, if you're players like that, if you're Cole Palmer, this is the challenge for them to get into this squad.
Certainly over the next few months, what they're doing obviously at club level in the next few international matches. But I've never heard a manager talk so much about what happens in training. I know he's only got him for a week or so. So it's definitely their attitude around the place. That's key for him. Obviously, we could talk about Palmer all day, Grealish, Foden. These players are talented. Rashford left out. They've got all that talent. It's what they do in terms of training, their attitude, out of possession. He spent a couple of seconds there talking about Harry Kane running back. Forget about he scored a couple of goals. So that's such an important part of the package. So whatever these players are bringing to the party, it's got to be, the balance of the team has got to be right, or else whatever talent they have, they won't be involved.
I'm trying not to say a good tourist, but actually that's what he's saying, isn't it? You need a good tourist. The World Cup's even longer next year.
Yeah, but it's great that that's his message to the players. From day one when he got the job, he spoke about the training, being around the squad, mentioned the World Cup, being away for 5-6 weeks, obviously with the friendlies on top of that. He's obsessed with that. Yeah. So your talent, being anything, you're obviously talented, but if you're not bringing other bits to the party, you will not be involved.
It's a good observation, Royce, because you can see that he wants to see the people he wants to have around him for that tournament. Because let's face it, you look at our group, we look like we're going to qualify. So yeah, his main focus is on the players that he can identify that's going to help him to try and win the tournament.
But as Roy says, particularly with those two friendlies beforehand, you could be talking about 6-7 weeks away from home altogether. Yeah. That can get quite claustrophobic, can't it? Quite suffocating.
Yeah, it's fine for usually the starting 11 are quite contented. Yeah. It's how the other lads deal with the setbacks in terms of attitude to training, being around the hotel, if they're coming off the bench, what kind of attitude they have. And but at the moment, obviously, they're a happy camp.
Anthony Gordon, his second England goal in 16 appearances, and well done, England. Should never take it for granted, should you? Qualifying for a World Cup, it's a big deal.
Yeah, all credit to England. Throughout the group stages again, not conceding a goal, the goals they've scored, really good attitude. Yeah.
The thing is, England's a tournament team as well, so when we get to the tournament, we know how to deal with it.
Oh yeah, we know that.
We'll see what happens. The final big...
And it seems to be okay at the moment, but again, we have to see when we get better opposition.
When we have a look at the second half goals, what did you think? 4-0 and 5-0. 4-0's a bit of a mess from the Latvians.
Yeah, I think the second half was a little bit scrappy. Didn't really show much quality, but we do see it from across there. Very good play, nice laid back. Beautiful into a danger area. Really, obviously poor defending. But again, Latvia were on their knees at this stage. Goalkeeper comes and then really... Is he unlucky? Should he do better? He got Keane on the shoulder, he's obviously panicked a little bit.
This is, I think, what he'll really like here. The game's gone, but Jarrod Bowen's determined to win the ball on halfway. Yeah. One sub to another, to Eberechi Eze to make it 5.
Yeah, and then once he gets into this situation, he's in such control of the ball and the strike's so good. You really do fancy him. Poor challenge from the Latvian player there, but Good pass from.
And that's the attitude Tuchel will want from Bowen, isn't
well,
it?
to be honest, you want to come off the bench, you want to do something. You see, Jared Bowen's got an assist. Eberechi's got he's got a goal. You know, you want to make a mark, so then you're in the next one. So, and plus now that they've qualified for the World Cup, you know, players are going to be playing a little bit more. I don't know, a little bit more intense, making sure that they can get it done so they can be in that.
Well, because time's running out. So 2 more qualifiers, then 2 friendlies in the spring, then the squad announcement, then 2 friendlies out probably in North America somewhere, then the World Cup. In other words, only 4 games to go till the World Cup squad is announced.
Yeah, and that's going to be one of the problems for England over the next few months. It'll be a lot of speculation because we end up talking a lot because the games weren't that interesting in that sense. It was easy, so people are not going to be focused on who's going to pick, who the manager's going to pick, the players are going to be left out, some quality players like Palmer, Bellingham. So there's going to be lots of negativity over the next few months in terms of, you know, who's the manager going to play. But I always say, with them type of options, they're high-class problems for the manager, but he'll have difficult decisions over the next few months.
But he looks like a manager that he won't lose any sleep over that, will he? If he's got to leave player A or player B out, but it's not going to worry him.
He doesn't have to. When the team is performing like that, it doesn't matter who you're leaving. If the players are turning up and performing like that, and they do look like a happy camp, but when you're winning every game, it does help. But as we said, we keep saying it, the bigger tests are yet to come.
He's on top of the list.
He feels he's as good as he's ever been right now.
Yeah, he's in top shape, mentally, physically, and full of confidence, and it's a pleasure.
What pleases you most in terms of this club feel? Harry said there's a club feel developing, and that maybe is also down to consistency of selection.
Yeah, it's a club feel because we play very aggressive, we play a high press, it's a very physical game that we play, so it's very demanding, but it gets everyone going. Everyone needs to go and buy into the idea because otherwise you cannot press so high, so we have a lot of ball wins, and guys train on high level, and group is a very good group, and it's a pleasure to coach them, so that is the result. It's step by step, and we're getting there.
Eberechi Eze lit up Wembley with a breathtaking strike as England sealed their spot at the World Cup in emphatic style. The Crystal Palace star dazzled with flair and confidence, dancing past defenders before firing a thunderous shot into the top corner, a goal that had fans and pundits on their feet. His performance added a spark of creativity and excitement to Gareth Southgate's side, proving that England's next generation is ready to take the global stage by storm. After the final whistle, Keane and Ian Wright were full of praise for Eze's brilliance. Keane called the goal pure quality, while Wright couldn't hide his joy, saying Eze's rise is what English football needs: skill, courage, and entertainment. The duo agreed that with players like Eze stepping up, England have the perfect blend of youth and experience to go deep in the World Cup. The night wasn't just about qualification, it was a statement that England mean business.